Hello there, everyone. And now, as you can tell, I am a little sick right now, so I am taking medicine to help me to get through this sickness. I also have a mix of orange juice and pineapple juice in this. That's really decent right now. But today, we're gonna be reviewing a kit that I know people have seen, and they are seeing in the local stores. We're looking at the actual thing right here, but I call it this. The RX78GE, but also called the Gundam X from Gundam Requiem of Vengeance. Now, this is from the Netflix show. I do have both kits from the Netflix show, which I will get to the other one next month if I can, because I think it's two Saku's next month if I'm thinking that correctly. I might be wrong by that statement. The other thing I did find at my local Target, and these are being found at Targets easily. These are like $22 if you're looking at them. They're very reasonable. It has come with a lot of accessories and things I really like about it. Now let's take a closer look at all the accessories and everything that comes with. Now here's the Gundam X. I call it X for easier because it makes it easier for me. Accessory wise, we have a shield, which you do need to put more detail into. So top of here, 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 especially here in the middle, here on the side. These are normally gray. It is really, you need a lot of work in between stuff, even the sides. It does have a handle, makes sense. The beam rifle, not much work other than putting some work into that. And I do like everything palm line, an extra hand, many a trigger finger hand. You don't really get a open palm hand at all when it comes to this kit. And if I sip something real quick, it's because I'm so sick over here. And two beam effects. Now the kit itself, it looks more detailed than you think, because when you pan line, and I will say one of the things here did break off, so do be cautious. This part is very easily breakable. So I'm going to tell you that part ahead of time. And I can see the entire thing in its backpack is really detailed too. So we just take it off. It is really just, and yes, this is directly from the show on Netflix. It is a off-white, which I do like because it's not like a pure white like the RX over here. This one not a pure white. This is like an off-white with a somewhat of a darker gray. So I do really like how that looks. Because the show is going with a 3D, sort of like a CG style, and the hips are dropped down. So you can get more angles down, but however, it does break the scope of it a little too easily. So do be cautious when you do post it. It is easy to break the mold. And there is a lot of stuff that you really need to pan line. So at the feet of it, yes, pan line those. A lot of this stuff right here too. The hands, not really. They're just one color. So I need two colors actually. And the way that these function, it's not normal because as you can see, with this hand, it's a plug-in, not a ball. But it does have a, it does fully turn them. The arm is double jointed and the hand does extend or pull back because you're really meant to technically have it pull one of the beam swords out, or the hilts from the beam swords. Now, you can see the function that it is on, you get three of them. Why three? Well, that was in the show. And if you watch it, it's something no sense, even after watching it. So yes, you can fully reach down to grab one, which is really freaking cool. Same thing with the turret right here. It does swivel up and down, And this thing right here, the middle chamber thing, does go upwards. It does have some angle, so it can rotate this way and this way, but not that much of not that much I would like, which is surprisingly. The arm is on a ball joint in here, but it also shows more a lot more detail. Then the arm is on a ball joint too and stuff. What? I don't care. Now you can see the arm is, and as you can see, there's no more detail on the arms right here. It is basic, which makes sense. And this part, you think something would connect right here, but nothing does. Other than this part that connects here. The head is on, I think, a ball joint. Yeah, it is a ball joint. However, the neck it is on one of those that you have seen before in the past. It just, oops, and this thing likes to fall out a lot. It isn't one of those things where it doesn't really come out. It just swings back and forth. Which is okay of a thing. The legs are double jointed. Well, almost double jointed. Yeah, they're not really double jointed. They're just more than 90 degrees. Foot is on a ball joint right here, not at this end, which is normally the opposite of is the ball joint on this one that goes into. It is opposite this time. You do get a little back flap thing for the foot. And there is a lot more detail back here, especially in the little calves. And the skirt pieces, yeah, no, these things, most of them get out of the way. It can kick up this far so you get a full spread, and you can see how much detail they put into this thing. A lot. It kicked back, it kicked fully, not fully, but barely above a kick. But kick back fully, occasionally use the entire rotation. But I would say use the full rotation to your advantage if you want to use this thing a lot more. But it does break a whole lot if you're looking at it. And there is a lot of detail under it too. So it is really cool that if you want to, you can take time and work on it fully. And everything, and yet again, it's the only BRF you get. So it just goes in, technically, there you go. Put a hand in the hand, and pop this in, pull that out. And it's only for one hand only, which I don't know why they don't give you both, but whatever. I think, oh shit. These skirt pieces like to come off them. These things are not much fun either, so I would say we do so. Do glue them in, not the main actual skirt pieces, but the actual thing that holds them in. And it does really, it can be held. What looks decent. I think it looks pretty good though, I'm be honest here. The hand, I'll use the other hand for, I mean, technically you could get two hands. And yet again, it's going with the two-way style that you already know what it is. You just pop the hand out, put this in. It's just not fun to do with, I'm going to be honest with you. Best way you can do it, just pop that off, put this in. And then go above it and slide on. And there you go. You have the shield. And it is a ball joint, so it makes it easier. The shield does have a lot of detail too on it. I spread on detail in front. And these do rotate when you have enough space for them. Just get one of the beam swords out. And get one of the beam effects. And there you go. It looks fantastic. Now let's look at test comparison. I'm gonna put out Gundams for today because the only reason it works for this one. Here's the RX. So as you can, the fuck am I? Let me fix that real quick. There we go. You can see how colorful from this one to dark how it is. Looks really confusing, doesn't it? Here at the Saku, this is the Refi version. Oh, shit. Some of these figures are not really good for standing purposes only. I don't know why they don't understand. And here's the Barutos Rex. I could find that on this thing. Now, should you get this kit? Yeah. That's a clear yes. It is a fantastic kit, and also for the size of it, I think it looks decent. Hopefully, one day we do get a masquerade variant of this, or where you do get a lot more detail in it. Especially for the high grade variant, it's a lot of detail within it already. But getting a masquerade variant would be a lot more cooler. You could show off the inside of the body, and give it some more functions at least, and include a lot more in case you really want to. I would say do that. Especially if you're looking at it is a good way to get a budget kit without spending a lot of money on it. And especially when you need to work for it, like panelining it, it looks a lot more better when you do that. You don't have to. You don't have to do it. But when you do it, either with a light gray or a dark gray, or a brown or black, it looks a lot more better with it. Well, it's up to you if you want to do it yourself. I know I did it because I think it looks a lot more better. So, what do you think? Do you buy this kit? I think it's fantastic for me, but what do you think? Peace out, people. I hope I don't die today. Let's go.